Okay, so I'm gonna attach this chain onto the tree, attach it as far up here as I can. Then I'm gonna reverse, and that should break the ice free.
Should we race? Should I start hauling these things by hand?
You can start hauling some by hand if you want. With a bonfire this big, I look at it as a really good excuse to be able to get Bear involved, because he's been kind of really to himself since the breakup.
I want it to be nice and big, melt all the snow off, make it nice and mushy a good ways down.
So how much more do you figure we need?
Let's pull these up, maybe get some of these smaller ones so it burns good.
Okay. Bear is kind of the fire guy of the family.
Bear, I don't want to get it up high like that.
Right. Yeah, don't let it get out of hand.
Yeah, seriously,
I've got it.
Don't bonfire this one.
Everyone has their own way of de-stressing. For Bear, it's starting a fire. Just the simplicity of the act of chopping the wood and stacking it up, burning and just watching the embers.
Burning down some coal base now, guys.
I guess it's just kind of his form of meditation. With a bonfire this big, it's a really good chance to be able to get him out of his shell and get him doing something that he really loves.
Okay, this is getting close. I was thinking, actually, I might take some gas, spread gas just along the side. Anytime I start a really big fire with an explosion, that's nice.
Are you feeling okay? You never use gas.
Well, normally I don't start fires with fuel at all. I prefer the challenge of building it up. If you have fuel, it actually runs the cooking fire. But in this situation, it's called for because it's a lot we're burning and it's not being burned for food, it's being burned for work. So then is when it becomes fun to use gas. Straight down the middle or around the road? With the cement trucks coming in a couple weeks, we need to get all the frost burned off the area where the house is. That way the cement can be laid correctly. So we'll just keep it doused to make sure it burns down all the way because we need it cleared and we need it defrosted. Well, so it's cool, man versus machine. Machines are so powerful, can do so much. We don't underestimate the power of man, where you can do it with your own bare hands. I just about tied him, I think, or beat him. Okay, this is getting close.
This is kind of a win-win to be able to cheer Bear up and get the bonfire built and take care of, because why not have fun while you're working?
Push that junk up! You know, anytime dealing with fire, messing with a brother, you know, having fun working on a project, it definitely takes my mind off of everything that happens to be going on. I mean, in the back of my mind, there's still a little piece always bouncing around. But for the most part, it's a good way to take your mind off of anything. I'll go ahead and stack this up just a little, just kind of throw it around. Bring the fuel, that way we burn it solid. So a giant match from a distance, it goes boom.
Let's finish the job.
Ready? Blast off.
Yeah.
How's your end looking, Noah?
Oh, it's lighting.
Woo! There we go.
I smell
Now
hair.
we're doing it. Got my hair a little, yeah.
Oh, you're making torches and throwing it in, aren't you?
Yep.
That's smart.
I like.
Thank you.
Actually, you know, they should have started on either side.
Bear, you need to go over here and do this side.
Okay, I was going with a fire whilst I was building this corner up.
No,
Now you're moving to the next.
competition.
It's a competition. You go over here, and the first person to reach the middle wins.
It's not a competition.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You guys are brothers. Of course it's
It
a
has to be a
competition.
competition. Yeah,
So
and Ray and
true,
I are
so
the
true.
judges.
The wolf pack isn't happy if one member is unhappy. It's a joint thing. It's a symbiotic relationship. You can't have a happy wolf pack if someone's upset.
Bear, you got it.
You'll be fine.
You're the fire king.
This way, guys. It's gonna be sometime next year before we actually get it burned. There you go.
I think this might take a while.
I think it's gonna take a little bit, yeah.
Oh, wow, that smells so good.
Okay. There you go. Let's burn this thing down. Hey, guys. How's your end looking? Mine's looking roasted.
This is looking pretty good.
It's looking hot.
Nice.
We're literally breaking ground.
Yeah,
We are.
We're burning ground.
Melting.
Listen to it, man. Now that is a nice, massive fire. I love it. The bigger the fire, the more extreme it is. Anytime I get to see fire, especially huge fire, it's an awesome sight, and I always like to take a picture up here with it. It's a good pastime for me, much better than television. Right now I just have some canned meat, some jalapeno peppers, some jalapeno juice. And that is one of my most favorite things in the world. Just need a little tomato. Most juice will sizzle out. but it still cooks into the meat. There we go. Oh, it's good. Delicious. When you bathe something in peppers, it doesn't really matter what it is. It makes it 10 times better. No complaints right now. Love it when a plan comes together.
There's no room for error. This has to work. If we can't thaw the ground and get this dug in time for the concrete delivery that's coming, then it was all for naught. It was just a waste of time, and we'll literally have to wait a year to get it fixed.
Normally, fires are really the end of a house. Very rarely do you ever get to start a house with fire.
It's way warmer than I was expecting it to be, which will definitely help. With winter hitting early, Bear's wedding being canceled, and Gabe's fight with an ostrich, things are going kind of crazy. Despite all the fiascos, it's just really important that we press on. This is really the moment of truth to see whether or not everything worked how it needs to be and our hard work pays off. Basically, as long as the bonfire thawed enough so I can get a hold into the ground and start breaking up, I can be peeling off the strips of ice if I have to. As long as it worked enough, then it will do. I used to run machines like this all the time. Of course, the controls are actually reversed from the tractor I have been using, so that's something. That, and I'm going through sheer rock in some spots, and the rest of it is still frozen. We should have probably made the fire wider to be able to cover over the edges that we needed to. I'm getting through, it's just taking a while to get through the layer. Despite all the fiascos going on, it's just really important that we focus and press on building the house. That way Mom and Dad are taken care of. We're almost there. We can make it. Okay, I got it. I'm getting through. It's just taking a while to get through the layer. The fire helped melt quite a bit of it. The outside edge is nowhere near as thawed as I thought it was going to be. The outside edge is still a little bit frozen because it was the least concentrated spot with the heat. But since the bonfire actually did work, it's a possibility that we can get this finished today and start putting in the rebar tomorrow. I'm finally starting to break through the ice layer. We're one step closer to being able to put in the house for my parents. Hi-ho, off to home we go.